Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this time, Brady will throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here's Brady. This is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Brady. That's caught by Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Squeeze, double.
76, come on. 76.
54.
76.
3rd and long. It's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make...
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
54, Mike. Ready?
From his goal line here, Goff. And it's complete. Hooper. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Goff now looks to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st down, it's gone. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again is gone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. From midfield, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll run it here. This is James White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Pick the edge. Come 12. Hey, orbit.
Goff on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now it's Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
12.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Goff. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Goff on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big C. Hey, Haywood. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Goff throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, high 7. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them doing on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now this time, Brady will throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is Carson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Throwing on second down, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Goff. And this is Shepard on the catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now it's gone. Forced out to his left. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Zerline's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That throw by Brady incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
A gain there of 21 yards. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. We got
450.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at